Nice one, Michael.
Oh, great strike. Come on.
You did call it today.
I'm telling you, there's one today.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Monster test today.
No kidding.
A mammoth, a marathon.
A big one.
The Best of Blades 2024. When we're doing these best of videos, when we read the comments, all we can feel is that we've let someone down out there because someone, you know, wanted an iron in the test that was not in the test. Because we normally pick 4 or 5 irons, you know, the ones that really we think, you know, will sort of appeal to 80% of our audience, but at least 20% disappointed, Michael.
Yeah, I've disappointed more.
That's true, very true, on a daily basis.
We have 9 blades in the test today.
We do. In no particular order.
Alphabetical order.
Alphabetically laid out. Callaway, Cobra, MIURA, MIZUNO, Ping, PXG, SRIXON, TAYLORMADE, TITLEIST. That just about covers it.
Yeah.
There's obviously going to be ones. People say, what about QE? What about
P7MB or P7TW?
That's right, that's right. But we're going to cover, if we're not covering, you know, 80%, we're covering 97%.
Yeah.
The 3%, do your own test. All right, we'll get 9 irons to test. It's going to be a monster. Stay with us. You've picked a lovely hole. Where are we at?
5th hole, Spyglass.
The West Coast.
West Coast is the best coast.
Okay. Let's go in alphabetical order, Mikey.
Okay.
Apex MB. What do you think in terms of all of these irons? What do you think is the sort of pick of the bunch?
A favorite? It'd be hard pressed not to tell you that an MB 101 for feel, look. Yeah, I think being a golf industry guy, club fitter, this is what you I might order a set of those. MB 101, quite nice.
You okay then?
And then a Titleist 620. That's got to be
classic,
the blade of the blades. Yeah.
I'd say the one that I think is the sleeper in terms of looks. I actually think that the Cobra King MB is a really gorgeous one. I remember I saw that for the first time and I went, wow, that's really, really nice. Obviously, recently in the Blade versus the Forgiven Iron test, hit the Mizuno Pro 241 and absolutely loved the feel and performance of that one. I think the SRIXON blade's a bit of a sleeper as well with that V-sole.
Yeah, popular with our fitters. I know a couple guys that play them.
Yeah, that's right, Dean Fry.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's going to be a little something for all of you blade connoisseurs, you hardy souls who love to test yourself on a daily basis with blades. Good on you. Good on you. We've standardised the loft, standardised the lie, 30 degrees of loft and 64 on the lie, which is what I play, a couple of degrees upright. Same shaft. So really, a blade is a blade, but is a blade a blade?
No, I mean, I think over years too, like, you know, you start to get some, you know, this is movable weight in a way. You can get heavier or lighter plates. CG's kind of changed all over with blades.
Yep,
so
Ping, obviously, has the
toe weights, PXG, a back weight. So a blade is a blade, not anymore.
Yeah, has a little bit of tech built into it. All right, let's dive in there. Callaway's up first, Michael. Let's get going.
Right, Callaway MB, Acra Reds. Out of this test, there will be a set of blades in your bag.
Yeah, and I think the likelihood is they're all going to look nice. They're all going to sound and feel nice. Let's try and leave the sort of somewhat subjectiveness out of this. You know, let's just run through it and let's try and let the numbers show us if there's any real differences here.
Always found this MB to be a little long heel to toe. Do you see the same thing?
No, I like it.
Oh, okay.
I like the shape of it. Actually, do you know, I can't think of the last time I even looked at this, this MB. We just spend so little time with MBs these days.
Yeah.
No, I think it's quite nice.
Decent strike.
Yeah, it was. Pretty decent. Nice one, Michael.
Oh, great strike. Come on.
You did call it today.
I'm telling you, there's one today. Bit left. Good swing. Good little set. Okay, Fraz, good set with the Callaway into the Cobra King MB.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm telling you, 2024 is the year of the hole-in-ones. That's it. That sounded good too. Right
good.
out of the middle.
It was nice. Nice strike, touch pulley, but quite
pulley.
good.
Dancing.
Lower spin with this one.
Yeah.
Quite a bit lower than the Callaway. I've noticed that first one at 54. That one there, obviously a touch pulley, but yeah. And that's the important thing about starting with standardized lofts.
Yeah. Strike again.
Not bad. We touching the heel, but not bad.
Okay, for us, Cobra was good. A little lower peak height than what we saw from the Callaway.
Yeah, I thought the Cobra now, I'd be interested to see how it all shakes out, if it's different, but I thought the Callaway was what I thought a blade would do.
Yeah.
Cobra was a little different from what I thought a blade would do.
Yeah, so. A little less spin, a little lower flight, so
yeah.
Interesting. Into MIURA MB 101.
Okay.
Blade of all blades.
That's the daddy of them all?
Daddy of them all.
Fully.
A nice swing. Good strike. Sit there, sit there. One more. Okay, Fraz, thoughts on the MIURA blade?
Yeah, it was different, Mikey. Felt nice. I would say to you, like, oh, hit that really good, and then it would kind of turn over a little bit. So it was a bit of a battle to keep it online.
Definitely.
Obviously, we want to try and keep the numbers somewhat relevant, you know, amongst the irons we do in the test. But you can, you know, obviously we know with how many times it takes us to actually get useful data.
Yeah.
That was tough. That was tough.
Okay, into a personal favorite, Mizuno 241.
Yeah, love the shape of this. Thin top line. Thinnest I've seen so far.
What a difference.
That sound.
Yeah.
That's how good that sounds. There's something with this iron, Mikey.
Match made in heaven.
No, it's meant to be together.
Sounded like a better strike.
Bit high in the blade, maybe.
Yeah, we've been. Better strike?
Yeah.
5,300. Great swing. That had some meat behind it. Really good. 5,700. 94 club. Okay, Fraz, Ping Blueprint T.
Most compact of the test so far,
Yeah.
for sure.
Looks like a lot of grooves on there.
Whew. Small. Nice,
Tiny.
I like
Yeah.
it. But it's small. Seems to have a bit more spin on this one.
Yeah. Way more spin. Sounded really good.
It was a good one.
Good sounding iron.
Ping, I feel like in the past have kind of made blades, but never really one that kind of felt like a blade. This one feels like a blade.
That's good.
I think the original blueprint was good, and the T obviously is a little bit better. Hang on. Just turning just a hair too much.
Okay, Fries, into the PXG 0317 ST. Again, we were talking earlier, difference of these blades. Obviously, some now have, I mean, I guess you'd call them adjustable weights through the build process. So a little bit more weight kind of right behind the ball, a little lower as well. Interesting to see how you react to these. Yeah,
like a little bit of a, I would say a slightly different shape almost with this one. Slightly thicker top line and not cavity, but obviously where the weight sits in the back.
Yeah, there's some muscle behind it.
Offers you a little bit of something. One of the nicest ones right there, Michael.
Great swing. Lovely flight to that one.
Yep. Big flight in this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can only imagine that's lower spin. Not bad.
Ball speeds up a little bit as well.
Okay. Crisper sound?
I think
really
so, yeah.
Nice sound?
Yeah.
This one feels really good, Mikey.
Automatic, this thing.
Love the little tight draw I'm getting with it.
Yeah. Yeah, really clean strike.
Yeah, I think that's my only, I'm not going to call it a criticism, but my only worry with this one is just because it seems to live a bit in that lower spin.
Yeah.
That it's just got a bit of a longer one in it. It could sail on me a little touch, but I loved how that felt.
All right, Fraz, one of our favorite brands to fit with, SRIXON. We do a lot with the ZX5 and ZX7, ZX4, but very rarely do we dabble in the Z-Forged.
Yeah, it's just, it falls victim of the blade reputation. So understandable, but I think as far as blades go, if you are looking for a blade, I challenge anyone to put this down and not kind of at first glance go, wow,
yeah,
that's stunning.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I think even the back badging or shaping is really, really nice as well. V-sole, but thin. Really like it. That was close, actually. Pulled out it a little bit, but that was...
What was it close to?
I thought it was going to go left.
Oh, okay.
But it...
a bit more inside?
Just a little bit. I didn't quite kind of catch the transition how I wanted, but I actually done really well. Yeah, one of the nicest ones.
Sounds so good.
Like some of the ones we spoke about earlier that felt like, oh, that feels like it could go left. This one feels like it doesn't want to go left.
Okay. Wow, so good. Nice collection of strikes with this iron.
Yeah, good one as well, Mikey. Really good one.
Okay, Fries, into a blade, I would say, I mean, blades rarely get pulled in our demo matrix. I would say this one always catches people's attention. It just has like the SRIXON, a pretty look to it, a pretty badging in the back. Very clean, obviously popular blade on tour as well. So interesting to see how this works for you.
Okay. Softer flight, Mikey.
Yeah. It looked almost like it was stalling up there for a little bit.
A little bit. As good as I can strike it.
Yeah, tons of spin.
Tons of spin, okay.
Peak height slowly climbing back up.
Oh, Michael. Oh, that was it.
my.
I didn't even want to say anything when it was in flight. I'm like, that's...
When you hit it, I was like, well, that sounded awfully good. Can we get a replay on that, folks? That was so good.
Yeah, that's unlucky, isn't it? How did that not just slam dunk straight in?
This one definitely wants to float a bit, which I don't hate.
Like, super accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like this thing's like throwing darts. Yeah, like dispersion is...
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Outrageous.
Okay, Fraz, last iron of Best Blades of 2024. It's Titleist 620 MB. It's a nice way to finish off.
This is probably a fitting way to...
I, every year, have said to myself, do not buy a set of blades.
Yeah.
I don't need blades.
Yeah,
I need shovels.
more of your money. No, these are lovely. Good looking.
You got 4 shots left. You get a hole in one.
Okay.
Better?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nice flight. Staying out, Michael. Staying out.
Great swing.
Not bad, yeah. Wee bit toy.
Yeah, a little toy. You got away with it, though.
Mm-hmm. Similar.
Yeah, another good strike.
Similar.
Famous last words. Uno más.
One more.
You did it, folks. Come on. Be the club today.
Oh!
Ah!
All right, Michael. I'm taking my familiar look these days, the glazed donut.
That is a big test. That's a lot of golf balls.
Yeah, a lot of shots. But good, and I think it's a valuable test to hit them all against one another in the same session.
Yeah.
What I find the most interesting, and obviously there's going to be fluctuations. This isn't robot testing by any means. So there are fluctuations to some of the dynamics in the club delivery data that I just think are really going to be fascinating to see some changes.
Yeah.
So Callaway started us out really nice. 93 miles an hour club, 25 delivered loft. Pretty good ball data, 178. A couple of those scared the hole.
Yeah, 5,900 spin.
Yeah, I love the look of that one.
Yeah.
Love the look and feel of that one.
I like the peak height off it. It was nice.
It was really good. COBRA, I gave that one the big sort of like, big talk, as if I was really into that one, loved the look of it. I honestly didn't enjoy hitting it.
The peak height came down, the spin came down. It was quite opposite from that Callaway iron.
Definitely. Standard deviation. I mean, we're not hitting, 25 shots per, but
correct, yeah.
Going up a little bit or quite a big bit. Yeah, I just thought that was quite a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Alphabetically, who is next, Michael?
MIURA.
As we sort of see the numbers quite similar actually to the COBRA, have to asterisk this one. Lots of left shots.
Yeah, a lot of left balls. It was
weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, even a couple that you tried to maybe hold off a bit more or aim a little bit more to the right, and they just still wanted to hang left.
Yeah, and it's not like the delivery really changed.
Path's the same.
Identical to the COBRA, very similar to the Callaway, but obviously dynamic loft, so a bit of shut face, bit of higher closure rate with that one. And there was a couple of them that was evident. Some of them wanted to go a bit more left.
Yeah.
Had maybe a little bit more of a heel CG bias. Guys, that's one of the things a blade will give you is a more heel side center of gravity. People have talked for years about the better players striking blades slightly in the heel of the golf club. That is the really stable point in a blade, or more sort of solid striking feel. Into the Mizuno, I felt like that one was a stronger flight.
Yeah, one for me, it sounded better. It looked like it had a bit more juice to it. I mean, 5,400 spin as well is nice.
Clean this up a little bit. So yeah, it kind of had the same or slightly more ball speed than the MIURA, but it was actually holding its line much easier.
Yeah.
Which was good. PXG, no ping. I didn't enjoy this one as much.
Yeah, you said that after first couple swings.
Didn't enjoy it as much.
Ball speed dropped a bit. Your launch kind of went up. Spin went up.
Yep. Club delivery dynamics. Yeah, dynamic loft went up a wee bit. Yeah, we struck it. I think that whatever ones we kept were good, but in hitting it, it didn't feel quite like I was, had the control of the strike. This one was probably in my top 2 in terms of, or maybe top 2 or 3 in terms of the ones I enjoyed the most in the test.
Okay.
Ball speed went up a little bit, or efficiency went up a little bit.
Yeah.
Club head speed went down, interestingly. Let's get the ball data. It was a hotter flight.
Definitely. There was more, look at your carry, 185 consistently, more covering the flag than the others.
So, but I really enjoyed that one. SRIXON, another one. I hit a couple with it, and I kind of thought they were going to get away from us with the SRIXON, but 126 ball, good launch, again, low in the spin.
Yeah. Interesting.
Good dispersion, but too low in the spin for what I'm looking for out of blade. And the 2 T's, TITLEIST and TAYLORMADE. TAYLORMADE first up. I just felt like that was shooting darts.
I really like the TAYLORMADE. They floated. They didn't really move on you. Look at your dispersion in your line. I mean, it starts a fraction to the right and just stays dead straight, which is pretty. Is exactly what you want.
Look at those two to sort of finish with. I mean, deep into the session,
tired swings,
blade, bit tired, but standard deviation tremendous. Delivery path was slightly better with TAYLORMADE. Yeah, I said to you a couple of times, I felt like maybe I would be getting a little bit path inside and a little shallower, so I was mindful of trying to work a little bit on that.
Yeah.
But I really felt like I put some really nice swings on it. You'd have enjoyed those 3?
Yeah. You hit the Callaways great. The TAYLORMADEs were impressive. Just very point and shoot. 620 MB, I think both of us like the look of it the most out of everyone through the test, but if you had to pick from those 3, you're not doing yourself a disservice at all.
No, not at all. Looks-wise, Mizuno was probably, let's see, was club delivery. Not club delivery was good. Just maybe just closed the face a couple on the Mizuno. I think the Mizuno is my preference on look.
Yeah.
I think that's, I've definitely gathered a bit of a liking to that look. But Titleist, Callaway, and TAYLORMADE, loved those flights.
Little upgraded what's in the bag? Coming soon?
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing, because I don't think I've ever, well, I say ever, I played those 14 blades.
That's right.
But they were so strong.
Strong,
so it probably wasn't.
Been a while since you've played a traditional blade.
I made a comment to you when we were hitting, Mikey, that the irons, in those 3 specifically, TAYLORMADE, Callaway, and Titleist, when the spin was around 6,000 rather than low 5s, I didn't miss the green once.
No. They had no chance of going left.
No. And then there was a few, I mean, I know it's your lovely house in the background looking onto the test there. There was a few, with the lower spin ones that were in your back garden.
Definitely. Stay out of my back garden.
You don't like it?
No.
Golf balls and rattlers.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, that is the definitive blade test for 2024. I'm sure we left some of maybe your personal favourites out, but we've covered the most part. We don't have Wilson blades in here, as I've said that. I know that's the one.
Yeah.
There's always one. You guys will pin us on. That's the one, I know it.
Yeah, Wilson blade, P7TW, a JPX Tour. It's...
Wilson. That's the one.
Wilson.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well.
MBs. Okay. So we do like those ones as well. They are just not in our demo matrix. They're not in the mix up here, which is why they're not in the test. But the 9 that we have selected, hopefully you appreciate us going to the lens to do the deepest test we've ever done. In all honesty, we've never done a test with this many heads head to head. So hopefully you see some subtle differences, that blades are not just blades. They have their own individual identity and DNA, and it's important to identify which one suits you and ultimately is going to help your game. So we'll do the rest with the other iron categories. So stay tuned for that, guys, and we'll see you again soon.